it's AJ and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that little button down there, and make sure that you hit that little bell so you're notified for the next time I have another video. Now, I do want to apologize that last week I put up no videos whatsoever. It was my first week back to work and I just couldn't get it together. Also, I was taking a little time off because I felt like I just kept rushing through all of my videos, and I still feel like I'm rushing through my videos. So when you rush through your videos, it shows up on camera. So that's something that I'm working on trying to fix. Also, I have a giveaway. That was the last video that I did, and it ended Thursday. Thursday, I have no idea, the 6th or the something like that. It is now Sunday, and I do still have some people kind of trickling in, commenting about winning that wig, and I just want to remind you guys that that is closed. I did make an announcement in the comments that it's closed, and then also the video in parentheses says that it is now closed. It ran for 1 week, and Thursday was the last day, and the winner has already been chosen. So today I'm going to do a self tag, and I gathered these questions from, I basically just asked people like, what are your questions? So these are the questions that I came up with. I got maybe like 25 to 30 questions, and I'm only going to do about 15 of them. Just because time, and I know how much I can talk. All right, so let's jump right into it. And I wrote down all the questions that people had, and I'm just gonna go ahead and one by one answer them. So question number 1, what is your full name? And well, it was a two-parter. I put like 2 of them together. So it's like, what is your full name? And where did the name come from? So my full name, as of now, in a few months, it'll probably be different, is Anjanae Mercedes Winstead. I do not have a problem saying my full name on the internet, because all you have to do is you can just Google Anjanae Winstead and my middle name will pop up somewhere. Like, all of our information is already on the internet, and I don't really know what you're gonna do with my middle name, but so my brother is a junior, so obviously my dad named him after him, and then I was the second to come along, and my dad wanted to name me Mercedes. And according to my great uncle on my mom's side, my dad said that he wanted to cause the most beautiful, the most luxurious, best car back in the day, back then, was a Mercedes. And he was telling my uncle, why can't I name my daughter after the most awesome car out there right now? And then my first name, Anjanae, and that's how you pronounce it, because there was another question asking how do I pronounce my name. It's Anjanae. That name came from, so my grandmother, my mom's mom, actually named me, and my mom came up with the spelling. And my grandma, I'm a little confused, because my grandma said that she got the name from an actress, and because my name is similar to hers, Anjanu, which is also a term for what, I don't know, what does that mean? Like a brand, like a new actress, like someone who's very green in the industry. I think that's, or someone very young and new, something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up. But that's what an ingenue is. And but then I also heard that because she used to, before she retired, she worked at a hospital in medical records, so she would always have charts with people's names on there, and so she kind of saw some names that she'd like to kind of put it together. So I'm assuming she put it together with ingenue, and then whatever, and she came up with Anjanae. So yeah. So number 2, what is your sign? I am an Aquarius. I am a February baby Aquarius. Yeah. What year were you born? I was born in 1989. There you go. I was born in 1989. That is the truth. I'm 31 years old as of 2020. All right. No, I already read that. What was that? Do you have any kids? If so, how many, and do you want more? I got a lot of questions about that, like how many kids do you have? Do you have any kids? How many kids do you want? Blah, 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 blah. So yes, I have one kid, Amelia, and if your kids haven't already checked out my daughter's YouTube channel, it is Amelia's World. Yes, and it needs to be updated a little bit, you know. But yes, she has her own YouTube channel as well. She is 3. Oh my gosh. Have y'all heard the term three-nager? That is Amelia. She has lost her mind, okay? Do I want more? When I was younger, I swear to you, I wanted like 7 kids. Do I want 7 kids now? No, I do not want 7 kids now. It eventually went down to 5, and then it went down to 4. And I was like, you know what? I think 4 is good. I think as I kept getting older and I was like still single and childless, I was like, okay, I kept like lowering that number. I'm like, okay, well, 5, maybe 4. When I met Christian, I said that I wanted 4, and he said that he wanted 2. And so I was like, why don't we just compromise and have 3? And then he was like, that's not a compromise. I'm like, that's a compromise. So now, being that I'm 31, and then we have a 3-year-old, I'm okay with just having 2. I would love to have 3, but it's kind of like, you know, if we have a 3rd one, that 3rd one's gonna come very quickly after the 2nd one, okay? Because I'm already in my 30s, and I really don't want to be having kids past like 35. What college did you go to? I went to a few different colleges. I did not graduate. I started off, I went to Austin Community College, and then I dropped out a year later. I've been back to ACC multiple times. I have yet to finish. I have went to Concordia. I attended 2 other schools very briefly, and that's that on that, okay? What do you do for a living? I do YouTube. No, I'm kidding. But no, what do I do for a living? So, I'm trying to see how to say this without actually saying it, because I don't want to say the name of the company or anything that I work for. So I work for a vendor company that has a contract with a state agency. I'm a training manager, so I handle everything training related, plus everything else. I do, what do I do? I mean, I do a little bit of everything. I help with the monthly reports. I do the scheduling. I do just like really a little bit of everything, but my main focus is supposed to be training. And then there was another question. I know I said I'm only doing 15 of the like 30 that was asked, but another question was like, how long have you been at your job? And I've been there for like 2 years, a little over 2 years. So, do you have any siblings? Yes. So I mentioned one. I have an older brother, Kevin, who's about 2.5 years older than me. And then I have a younger sister, Jordan, who is about 4.5 years younger than me. So my younger sibling, Jordan, my little sister, she actually has a YouTube channel herself, so you can check out Jordan's life. Oh, let's see what else we have here. Are you single or in a relationship? So I did just say that, like, I was talking about Christian, so I am in a relationship. I think I've said this in a previous video, I think, but I am engaged. Y'all probably see the ring sometimes. So yeah, I am engaged. I don't know when we're getting married. We've kind of changed it, and we're like, well, we're just gonna do like a courthouse wedding. The last thing that we settled on before this whole Corona thing was August 2nd, which was the week before his birthday, because we said that, well, he said he wanted to take a week off for his birthday. So I was like, well, why don't we just like, why don't I take a week off too, and we can go to the courthouse, get married that, I think that's a Saturday or Friday? I think it's a Saturday. And then we can just have like a whole, like make that whole week like go like on a mini honeymoon / birthday thing, and just that be that. So I'm not exactly sure now if we're gonna do that, if we're gonna wait till next year, what we're gonna do, but yeah. So, what book are you currently reading? Y'all, my relationship with books. So, I'm not gonna lie, I have not been reading a whole lot in the last some years. I'm not gonna lie. I have books that I have started, but I have not completed. Like the Da Vinci Code. I think I don't even know where I left off. I don't have my bookmark in here. Oh, yes I do. Oh, wow. Okay, so I stopped on chapter 48, y'all. I'm like halfway through the book. And this was like 5 years ago, I think, y'all. And then I have bought, it's still another Dan Brown book, but I have bought Angels and Demons to read after that, and I haven't done that. But the book that I actually started reading at the beginning of this year was actually Becoming by Michelle Obama. And you like my bookmark is a receipt. And I have not gotten far at all. And I just cannot seem to set aside the time to read. And I got this for Christmas. And I was so excited because I was like, I want to get that book. And actually, before I started filming this today, I was sitting in the bed watching the documentary. So I'm gonna finish the documentary. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to finish this book. But y'all, my reading has, I'm awful at it right now. So, yeah. So I am currently reading Becoming. Let's see. The next question is, what is your dream career? My thing when I was in middle school was to become a writer. I started to realize that a lot of the stories that I was reading and I really liked, they were actually really bad and really poorly written. So then I was like, I'm gonna write my own. So I started writing my own, and then I was like, well, I don't wanna put this out there because I don't want someone to steal my idea. So then at that point, I was just like consumed with writing. I would get in trouble in school. My math teacher would like take I almost said a bad word, would take my writings, and I don't think she ever gave them back. And then I was like, you know what? I want people to be able to see my character. So then that's when I started teaching myself how to write screenplays when I was in the 8th grade. My brother was in the 10th grade and he was taking a filmmaking class in high school. And whenever he was done with the material that he was given in school, he would give it to me. And that's how I started teaching myself how to write a screenplay. And actually, so I still have all the books that I originally had. Oh wait, no, that's not one. So like this one right here, American Screenwriters. This was one of them. I have like the Screenwriters Bible or something like that. Like I have a bunch of books like that. It wasn't until I got older, like maybe in my mid-20s, where I was like, you know what? I still want to write movies, but I also want to be a novelist. So that right there has been my dream job forever, is to be a writer, basically. Also, I am an entrepreneur. That is also a dream of mine. I have 2 businesses that I have recently started and will be launching soon, so look out for that, and I will make that announcement when everything is up and running. So, I have a lot of things. Are you religious? So I consider myself to be spiritual. When I say I'm not religious, that just means that I don't go to church. I don't practice in a church house. I just don't. There's a lot of things that I believe in because there are things that I have experienced firsthand. And then there are things that I don't believe in, some of the teachings that, you know, they do at the church. So that's why I'm not religious. What is your favorite movie? Oh my gosh. I have so many favorite movies. So some of my favorite movies would be A League of Their Own, and if you haven't seen it, y'all, come on. So League of Their Own, I love that movie. Actually, Dreamgirls is at the top of my list too. And Set It Off, that's also one of my favorite movies. Wait and Exhale, y'all. And then I also kind of want to add in there, so like my favorite genre actually of movies is horror. When I write like dramas and I write horror. I said that 2 different ways. I couldn't figure out which way I wanted to say horror, because every time I say horror, it sounds like I'm saying something else. So yeah. But there haven't been a lot of good horror movies in quite a while. But what I will say is that, what is that movie? The Conjuring. I actually thought The Conjuring was like, I think they did that. I think they did that. So that is probably one of my favorites. Without counting like the classics. So like I grew up to like Child's Play and Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, excuse me, and movies like that, which I love. And I just think there was a certain point in time where the movies just sucked. Oh my gosh. But yeah. What? Y'all can't read my own handwriting. What type of men are you interested in? My fiance. So, and it was a woman that asked this question, by the way. So, it was not a man. Like what, I guess they're asking like, what's my type? And over the years, my type has changed so much. Like, black men. That's it. Yeah, black men. I used to date outside of my race. I don't really anymore. I mean, I don't. I definitely don't right now because, and I don't plan on dating anyone else ever again. But yeah, you know. Yeah, even before I met my fiance, I was only at that point exclusively dating black men. So I mean, I don't know, like tall, dark, and handsome. I don't know, like light skin, brown skin, dark skin, whatever. Black man, I don't know what else to say. What is your relationship like with food? That's a weird question. Anyway, I love food. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that because they're like, you're so skinny. And it's like, okay. I'm not as skinny as I used to be, most definitely. But yeah, I mean, I love food. I love food, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Now, I do have a gluten issue, so I can't really handle gluten, although sometimes I do eat it and I pay for it later. Most of the time I pay for it later. Sometimes I'm blessed and I am fine after eating it. But like, I love pasta and cheese, and I like all kinds of, well, there's a lot of different types of food that I haven't tried. But you know, I'm from Texas. I'm from Austin, Texas. And so Tex-Mex is a big thing here. So I love Tex-Mex. I love Italian food. I love soul food and barbecue and seafood like shrimp, lobster, crab legs, scallops. Yes. So I love it all and I eat a lot. I'm that type of person that people would describe as like she eats a lot, but she doesn't really gain any weight. I was never really big on sweets until I got pregnant, and then it was like juice, ice cream, donuts. But even now, I like it. I eat it more, or I want to eat it more than I used to, but it's still not like, you know, I'm still not like real super big on sweets. Like I cannot eat even a pint of ice cream in one sitting. Like I can't do it. So yeah, love food. Who doesn't? I feel like that's a part of living. I feel like you aren't living your life to its fullest if you're not eating amazing food, you know? I don't know. So, last question is, how are you doing during this quarantine? I am doing pretty good. So actually, like I said, I went back to work last week because the state of Texas lifted the stay-at-home thing last week or the week before last, and so we're no longer quarantined, but we're not going anywhere. You know, I go to work and I come back, and we're dreading having to put her back in school whenever that time comes, which is probably going to be very shortly, or very soon, I should say. And yeah. Like, we're not going out to restaurants, we're not having our date night, we're not doing this, that, and the other. I am going to work and I am coming back home, and that is all. If I have to run an errand, I will go run that errand. And then with my face mask on, do that real quick and come back. So, because I don't believe it's over with. I think that with lifting this ban so soon and people just don't know how to act, like it's going to, like our numbers have already risen. They've already gone up because of this. So whatever, like we're just gonna stay home a little bit longer. Can't say how long, you know. If this thing is gonna stick around like the flu, then it's just gonna be here. But for now, because there's no vaccine, we're just kind of try to play it a little more safe and kind of see where the next few weeks takes us. So yeah, I'm a homebody. I'm an introvert. I prefer to be at home anyway. It is a little disturbing that like every once in a while when we want to go out and do something, we can't or we couldn't. But I'm not like, I mean, it's difficult being at home with a toddler all day, especially because I was still working. So I'm like trying to work and she's like, let's play a game. And I'm like, so it's a lot being at home 24/7 with a toddler, but I'm not like losing my mind because I'm so used to being at home anyway. So I'm doing great. The family's doing great. Thank you for asking. Y'all, I want to do this again one day. If you ever have any questions, ask me these questions in the comments down below on any video. I will take note of the questions, and then when I do another one, I will hopefully answer one of your questions. And then hopefully pretty soon, probably within the next month or so, I actually hope to start doing some lives. I thought about doing a live with me and maybe my sister or a friend of mine. And it kind of be like a video podcast session where we just sit here and we can like drink mimosas or whatever and talk to you guys about whatever topic and answer any questions that you guys have about whatever. So hopefully that's something that I can start doing. If you're interested in that at all, you think that's a good idea, let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. And y'all, please, once again, don't forget that subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time.